back to another weekly reading vlog, you guys. As you saw from the title of today's video, I decided to reread some of my 5-star books. And if you've been watching my channel for a hot minute, you know that I don't give out 5 stars lately. Like, it takes a lot for me to give a book a 5-star rating. Like, it has to be absolute perfection. But I've also been uploading booktube content on my channel for over a year now, and I feel like my taste in books has definitely changed over the last couple months. I feel like when I first started reading again after not reading for 2 to 3 years, I don't know, I kind of was less critical about books, and I loved basically every book that I read, especially when it came to the romance genre. And I feel like I've become, I don't want to say critical, but I have become a little bit more critical when it comes to romance books or just in books in general. Like I said, it takes a lot for me to really give a book a 5-star rating, and I feel like the books that I liked early last year are probably not books that I necessarily would grab again all these months later. I don't know if I'm making sense. My taste in books has definitely just changed. So I thought it would be fun to pick 2 or 3 books that I gave 5 stars to last year, reread them, and see if I would still rate them 5 stars a whole year later. I think this would be fun. I hope that I still like them. I don't know. We shall see how this video goes. Let's just get started. The first book that I am going to be rereading is The Love Hypothesis by Ali Hazelwood. I read this book last year. I think it was early last year. I don't really remember when. And I think I read it during a 24-hour reading challenge. At first, I gave it 4 stars, and then I kept thinking about it for literally weeks after finishing this book. So I changed it to a 5-star rating. So now I'm going to reread it and see if I still think it deserves 5 stars. This was one of the very first books that I read, well, romance books that I read when I fell back in love with reading. So I don't know how this is going to hold up 1 year later. We shall see. I really hope, because I still think about Adam and I love Adam. Hopefully this is still a 5-star read for me. We shall see. If you haven't read The Love Hypothesis, which is so hard for me to believe because this book took the internet by storm last year, it's basically a fake dating romantic comedy, I guess you would say, because I remember it being pretty funny. And it basically follows a grad student, Olive, who kisses a professor named Adam, which starts their whole fake relationship and their whole fake dating among their colleagues and friends. I just remember it being really cute and adorable. I did remember Olive annoying me just a tad, but I don't know. We shall see. I still really love the fake dating trope, so I might still love this book. Who knows? Or imagine I hate it. Imagine I read it again and I'm like, why did I ever like this book in the first place? That could happen. Let's just start reading and see. I forgot how Adam and Olive first met, and it's so cute. I'm already smiling and I'm only 2 pages in. That's good, right? I'm about 120 pages into The Love Hypothesis. I honestly forgot how much I loved this book. Like, I've been smiling the entire time reading The Love Hypothesis. It brings me so much joy. I don't know what it is about this book, but this book is just so adorable. I completely forgot how much I love Adam. Like, I am most definitely an Adam stan. Like, I love him so much. And I completely forgot about him. I don't know. He's so adorable. I love his grumpiness. I love how it's so clear and obvious that he loves Olive, but she can't see it. And I love their awkward interactions with one another. It just makes the book so adorable. I'm glad that I'm enjoying it a year later. Like, it's still such a cute book. Look at my smile, you guys. I literally can't stop smiling. That's how much I'm loving this book. Although I will say, I don't remember Olive mentioning how much of a grump Adam is, or how much of an asshole Adam is, as much as she mentions it. I feel like the fact that Adam is an quote-unquote asshole is mentioned mentioned on every other page of the book. And I'm not gonna lie, that is a little annoying because it's like, okay, I get it, he's a grump, he's harsh on his students, cool, I get it, let's move on. So that has been a little annoying, and like every time, it's loud as bird, every time it's mentioned that he's an asshole, I kind of roll my eyes. Maybe it's because I'm such an Adam stan that I'm like, don't talk bad about Adam, he's amazing, he's perfect, he doesn't have to change, like he's great just the way he is. Maybe it's because I love him so much that I'm like defensive when it comes to him, I don't know. But yeah, I'm enjoying The Love Hypothesis. I forgot how cute of a book this is. Okay, you guys, it's time for the final verdict. Okay, I really need to clean up my nightstand because it's a mess. I'll just ignore that. Okay. Here are my thoughts on The Love Hypothesis a year later. I give this book 5 stars again, which is probably pretty obvious from what I've been saying during this reading vlog of how much I've enjoyed rereading this book. I love it so much. I feel like this book is going to have a special place in my heart for literally ever, especially since it's one of the very first rom-coms that I read when I got back into reading. It's always going to have a special place in my heart. But aside from that, I just think that the two main characters, Olive and Adam, are super cute together and they're super sweet. I think I was a little annoyed with Olive when I first read this book, and now that I've read it a second time, I can understand a little bit more where she was coming from and why she did the things that she did and why it wasn't obvious to her that Adam had feelings for her. So she grew on me this time around, because I remember when I first read this book, I didn't really like her all that much, which was one of the reasons why I gave this book a 4-star rating in the first place, and then I ended up changing it to a 5-star when I couldn't stop thinking about it. Again, now that I've read this book a second time around, I like her and I truly understand where she was coming from. I don't know, she has a special place in my heart now, and I love her and Adam together. It's so cute. If you haven't read The Love Hypothesis, I highly recommend to read it. I also really like it because the spicy scenes in this book is not overdone, which in some rom-coms or in some romance books, the spicy scenes can be overdone to the point where they come across as cringy. In this one, it wasn't overdone. It was just super cute. Perfectly Adam and Olive, if that makes sense. Like it was just perfect for them. And it really makes me sad because I read Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood and I absolutely hated that book so freaking much. And it makes me so sad because this book is perfection and I wish I enjoyed Ali Hazelwood's other books. I mean, I've only read this one and Love on the Brain, and I did not like Love on the Brain. I know she came out with a new book this year. Maybe I should give that one a try. But now I'm scared because this book was just 10 out of 10. So I feel like any other book that I read from her is going to be such a letdown. So I don't know. Let me know in the comments below if I should read her new book, the one that came out this year, if you guys enjoyed that one. Because when I did a reading vlog featuring Love on the Brain, a lot of you guys felt the same way that I did. You didn't really enjoy that book either. So I'm interested to see what you guys think about her new book if you read it yet. But yeah, definitely recommend The Love Hypothesis. Super cute. Love that it actually takes place in like the STEM world and involves 2 scientists, a PhD grad student, a PhD professor. I don't know, everything about this book was perfection, and I'm probably going to be thinking about it for the next couple weeks because I love Adam so much. And yeah, super cute. I low-key want to read The Love Hypothesis a 3rd time. Like, I'm still smiling about it. But I do have to move on to the next book that I'll be rereading in this reading vlog, and that is The Spanish Love Deception by Elena Almas. This book has the internet divided. Anytime I see someone talking about The Spanish Love Deception, they're shitting on it, talking about how much they hated this book. I personally loved this book so much the first time I read it, and I love the characters, I love the scenery, so I'm interested to see how this book is going to hold up a year later. I think I read this after The Love Hypothesis and I gave it 5 stars immediately. I'm pretty sure I read this in one sitting, so let's see if I'm going to be giving it 5 stars again. I feel like I am because I remember loving Aaron Blackford so much, so I can't imagine not liking this book, but you never know. I did read The Roommate Experiment. No, The Roommate Experiment? The American Roommate Experiment. I think that's what the book is called, by Elena Armas, which is the sequel or spin-off to this book. And I thought that book was okay. I think I ended up giving it like 4 stars, but it honestly wasn't all that memorable to me. Like, I didn't really stan the 2 main characters as much as I remember loving Lena and Aaron in this book. So I don't know. I felt like that one was very slow and it was just not giving me what I needed it to give, if that makes sense. Before I start reading this, I am going to make some coffee because your girl needs some caffeine. This is going to be my 2nd cup of coffee today and I really need it. So let's make some coffee and get to reading. Okay, you guys, so what page am I on? I'm on page 122 and I actually started annotating a bit of the book, but I'm coming to realize that I still love Erin Blackford, but I don't really like Lena. Like, I forgot how stubborn and annoying she could be. I think I only gave this book 5 stars because I loved Erin so much and I love his banter. I love his dry sense of humor, but Lena is really annoying me. I don't know what it is. I don't know why I didn't find her annoying the first time, but in this book, now that I'm reading it again, I'm like, girl, why are you so obnoxiously stubborn? I understand why she supposedly hates Aaron, but at the same time, I'm like, get over it. It's been a whole, like, almost 2 years from the incident that she's so upset about, and she still hasn't even addressed it with Aaron, but she's still holding so much resentment. And like, I get it, but at the same time, move on, you know? But I still love Aaron, so there's that. And you know what's funny? When I read the American Roommate Experiment, Lena made a couple appearances in that book and I did not like her at all. And I thought that the author had ruined her character, but I'm beginning to realize that she was always annoying. I don't know why I didn't realize that when I first read this book, but now I'm realizing it. Got back from being outside and you guys, I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling to read this book a 2nd time. When I first read it, it didn't really feel like a slow burn to me, even though it was marketed as a slow burn. Anytime someone would say that the book was too slow, I'd be like, what are you talking about? I finished this book in 1 sitting and went by so fast. And now I'm starting to understand how slow it is. I don't even want to finish this book. I kind of just want to DNF it. I'm still loving Aaron. Like, I love his banter and everything about him I love, but Lena is annoying me and the book is just going by so slow. I'm not gonna DNF it because I want to finish it, but yeah, I thought I would share that little update with you guys because I'm struggling right now. I feel like my hair has been in a bun ever since giving birth. I literally rock the mom bun so hard now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little conflicted right now. I finished the Spanish love deception for a 2nd time. Like, what did I see in this book the first time around? I don't know. I feel like this one is marketed as enemies to lovers, but it really isn't enemies to lovers. It's enemies to lovers for 5 seconds because from the very beginning you can tell that Aaron has feelings for Lena and Lena has feelings for Aaron as well. Even her friend Rosie points it out from the very beginning, or at least like insinuates that they have feelings for one another. I really wasn't loving it as much as I did when I first read this book. I definitely felt like it was a lot more slow paced. Like, I don't think it's a horrible book by any means. It also reminds me a lot of The Hating Game, and I didn't really realize that the first time around. Like, there's a lot of similar scenes in this book that happen in The Hating Game, and I don't know which book came out first or if it's just the romance genre is just repetitive. I mean, it is kind of repetitive if we're all being honest, but yeah, I think, I don't know, I'm kind of debating whether to give this a 3-star or a 4-star. Like, I don't hate it, but it definitely isn't a 5-star read for me again, which kind of makes me sad because this book definitely had a special place in my heart. I will say, like I've mentioned a million times already, I still very much love Aaron Blackford. Like, I love him. I just didn't love the pace of the book a second time around, and I didn't really love Lena's character. Yeah, I mean, I'm still gonna recommend this book because I think it's cute, but it's definitely not going to be on my fave list anymore. The end of an era for the Spanish love deception in my life. Like, I feel like I'm mourning a book right now. That's the bad thing about rereading 5-star reads, because sometimes you reread a book and you're like, why did I give this book 5 stars? But then, like the case of The Love Hypothesis and Beach Read, you can sometimes read a 5-star read and fall in love with the book all over again. So it's like a catch-22, you never really know. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this video, and let me know in the comments below if you have reread any of your 5 stars, and did you end up giving 5 stars to your favorite books a second time around? Does that make sense? I feel like I didn't make any sense just then. I hope I made sense, but let me know in the comments below. And that is pretty much it for today's reading vlog. I really hope you guys enjoyed watching. If you did, don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. I would love to have you a part of my channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.